Hey y'all, I want to welcome you all back into the eBay cave. I am Jim, the Flippin' Hoosier. We've got an order pull video for you. If you clicked into the channel and like this sort of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions at all, and ring that bell. That way you get notifications of when new videos come out. And remember, none of that costs you a thing. So as I was editing the video today for next week, so it'll be next Wednesday's video. That's the last of the footage that I had from last summer and fall of garage sale and yard sale videos. So from here on out, you'll see like thrift stores, maybe an auction here and there. We'll be putting those together and getting those kind of videos out to you. But for today, you're going to be watching an order pull video. So today is Sunday, February 11th. I'm going to do a whole week's worth of what sold in this video. So it'll be combined. I've got 3 days shipping turned on right now. So this is everything from, I went to the post office Friday. So this is everything from Saturday and today, Sunday the 11th. So we've got 11 orders for a total of $267.92 going out. Since I haven't done one of these style videos for a while, I wanted to give you a different perspective, give you something new. I kind of rushed through the ones that I put earlier in the winter. It's still pretty cold out, so it's going to be probably another month to 2 months before there's any yard sales at all in our area. It's normally late March before I get to hit my first yard sale of the season. So once that happens, definitely be getting one of those videos out for you. But as far as today, we got an order pull video. We're gonna get these, and like I say, I want to do a little bit different style for you. Instead of standing behind the camera, I wanted to be in front of the camera for you to show you these things that have sold. So I went ahead and pulled this. This is in the house waiting to be packed up. There's a picture of it right here. It is a Pampered Chef mini loaf stoneware bread pan, and it's sold for $13.29 plus shipping on top. So up next we got going out is Dr. Hook's Pleasure and Pain record, and this is sold for $9.99 plus shipping on top. So I've got a lot of Elvis cassette tapes going out. There's a lot of 12 of these going out, and these sold for $19.99 plus shipping on top. I picked these up at my local Goodwill to the town just to the south of us, and they're 99 cents at the Goodwill. So I got $12 into these, and I accepted an offer for $19.99 plus shipping on top, and I do believe these are going overseas. I'm not sure on that. I think they're going overseas, but here's some of the titles that we have going out on these. I usually pick out the rock ones, and I noticed there was a bunch of Elvis cassette tapes, so I went ahead and picked them up. It's not much profit there. Those are the ones that didn't sell very well on their own, so I allotted them all together and sold them all as one. So the buyer is all in, $19.99 plus shipping on top. So up next we got a pair of Sparkle Butt jeans going out. These are Miss Me jeans. I'm sure you all, if you're tuned into this channel, everybody knows what Miss Me jeans are at this point. These are size 29. They are Miss Me skinny jeans, black or dark gray, and the style number. How I looked these up, there's a style number on the inside of these right here. If you're selling on eBay, look up the Miss Me jeans and that style number right there, and it'll pull up your dream jeans. And then you just gotta find the size that you have. Some sell better than others. I tend to find jeans that are 27 or larger. That's what I usually do for our store is that kind of jeans. But these are headed out the door for $24.99 plus shipping on top. So we got another cassette tape going out. This is Jen Blossom's Congratulations, I'm Sorry. So this is another pickup from our local Goodwill. If I go to the Goodwill, I try to 3x times my money, and this almost met that. But there was quite a few of them that sold, and I took a best offer on this. This actually sold for $2.50. Gave 99 cents for it. Easy pack, easy ship. But I try to 3x times my money if I go to like Goodwill or any other kind of thrift store. If I'm doing some retail arbitrage like at Walmart or whatnot, I try to double my money as far as that goes. That's the kind of general rule that I use for my store. It will be different for other people, be different for your store, but that's kind of the rule that I go by. You can only sell what you find, depending on the supply and demand. 5x on everything might be out of the realm of possibilities for some people. So it is for me. As far as going to the Goodwill, they price everything up. Nike shoes, for example, if it says Nike on it, 20 bucks. It don't matter if they're a $10 shoe. They want 20 bucks for it. They used to not to be that way. Shoes used to be a flat $5.99, and it's not only my Goodwill here. I'm hearing that around the country of Goodwills pricing up their shoes and stuff like that. But shirts and stuff like that, they haven't priced up. Hats, they have started to. I actually got this hat at the Goodwill. I keep it for myself. I gave 99 cents for this hat, but I'm keeping it for myself, so I gave 99 cents for it. Sometimes they'll have them priced at $1.99, which still is okay. I'll pick it up as long as I can 3x my money on it, but 99 cents is where I like to be at on my hats. You'll see later on, shirts are $2.99. I got a shirt I got to pull. I'll show it to you. It's a Vineyard Vines shirt coming up in just a little bit. So a little backstory on CDs. I went to a garage sale, an indoor garage sale, not this winter, but the winter before, and I bought out a collection of CDs. There was probably 100 CDs in that collection. I've sold most of them off. Got maybe a quarter of them left, about 25 or so CDs left. These was part of that. There was about 100, maybe a little bit more. I gave $40 for the whole lot of CDs. So I'm just like 50 cents into these, a little less than 50 cents a piece into these, and they're slowly going out the door. So the first one I got going out, this is Police Synchronicity, and this sold for $9.99 plus shipping on top. And the next one we got going out is a Kid Rock, Devil Without a Cause, and this sold for $7.89 plus shipping on top. So this is the Vineyard Vines shirt I was just discussing. It's a woman's extra large. Yes, woman's extra large Vineyard Vines shirt. This is the first time I've ever found Vineyard Vines in our particular Goodwill. It's been on my bucket list to find either at Goodwill or a yard sale, and I found it at the Goodwill about 2 weeks ago. Listed it as soon as I got home, and it sold over the weekend. Once again, t-shirts in there are for women's t-shirts. They are $2.99, and this one sold for $12.99 plus shipping on top. So up next, I just pulled our games that we got going out, and the first one's a lot here. A little backstory on these. My daughter goes to college in Louisville, Kentucky, and whenever we go down to visit her, we all like to go to the thrift stores down there, and we found these at a Goodwill. They were 99 cents a piece, and they are Leap TV games. Got a Spider-Man and got a Dance and Learn. Kind of a learning for kids. It says these are for pre-K up to first grade, years 4 to 7 years old. These are both complete and they looked really good, so I went ahead and picked them up. I got the manuals so the little kids know how to play these games and learn from them. But there was 99 cents at the Goodwill down there. I picked them both up, and they didn't sell for a ton of money on their own. So, well, this one is the best of the two. I sell quite a few video games, so there's some that's just not worth anything. And if you get a lot of them, lot them all together, and they'll sell. I generally try to give them a chance to sell on their own in our store before I take them down and lot them together. I usually give them about 3 months or so. If they haven't sold by then I'll just lot them all together. And I'm currently working on that from that I listed. So, but anyway, these lotted together brought $16.99 plus the shipping on top. Up next, we got a Batman Arkham Origins Nightfall for the PS3, and this is also complete in box. And generally, the games that are complete in their original boxes sell the best. I do have a few loose games over there, and some that's loose with their manual. I sell them, but these that's complete in the box usually sell a little faster. And if I buy individual games at yard sales, I try to be anywhere from $1 to $2 for them. I like the older vintage games. I'm more knowledgeable about them. The newer games, I'm still learning. So if any of you all have any suggestions for me, please leave them in the comments below. What to look for on the newer games. If they're $1, it's kind of a no-brainer. I ain't out a whole lot, so I generally just pick them up, and if I can get them in a lot, that's even better. I can lot them all together if they're not worth that much. But this one, luckily, met the criteria. It sold for $9.79 plus the shipping on top. And last but not least, I have a Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, this game used to be a little bit more expensive than what it is these days. This one does have the manual in there, and it does have the map of the city. And they generally sell better, like I say, when they're complete in the box like that. If it didn't have the map, I wouldn't have got as much as I did. This one actually sold for $8.99, but back a few months ago, I was getting about $12 for this game, and it's dropped a little bit. So $8.99 plus shipping on top. So I want to thank you all for tuning in to this part 1. Like I say, it's a Sunday, February 11th. I'll pull orders again either Monday or Tuesday. If I get quite a few orders that come in tonight on into tomorrow, if I get quite a few, I'll go ahead and pull them, and I'm going to mash them all into one video. So I used to do these every time I'd pull order, I'd send out a video, but I'm going to kind of, like I say, I'm going to kind of change things up a little bit, and I'm going to mash all 1 week into these videos for you, so you can watch a week's worth of what's sold. So I'm going to end this right here, and it's going to be a couple days before I come back, but it's just going to be a couple seconds for you all. Hey you all, day 2 back out in the eBay shed. I gotta rush through this a little bit. Sorry for that. My oldest daughter, her birthday is today. Happy 21st birthday, baby. Me and your mama love you very much. So we have a birthday party to go to as soon as I get done with this. Going to try to pack these up a little bit. Have them ready for the post office. I ain't going to make it to the post office tonight. Have them ready for the post office tomorrow, and I will drop them off then. So, first off, it's Tuesday, February 13th. Like I said, it's my oldest daughter's birthday today. Got 9 orders going out for $97.71. Not quite as much as we had on Sunday. Got 11 orders for almost $270. So a lot of smalls going out. That's all right. We'll take the smalls, especially on a day like today. Easy packs, easy ships. Don't take up much storage at all. These first 3 things I got here going out, I've already pulled. I'll show you what they are. So the first thing we got going out is this Eevee Pokemon card. Put out a video on this a couple videos ago. Bought a lot of these at a garage sale, and this one actually sold out of that lot. Pretty close to breaking even right now, and I still got a ton that I haven't listed yet, so I'll get them on. Once a few more of these sell and open up some pages in my book, I use books to store them in. So once I get a few more openings, open up my book, I will list some more and fill those holes. This one here sold for, I took an offer on this. The offer was $2 plus shipping. Took it, so it's headed out the door. So next one is, I don't even know how to say this, Giratina or Giratina. I don't know how to pronounce Pokemon characters' names, but same lot as the other one. This one sold for full price, $2.98 plus shipping on top. The third, we got a Anthony Rizzo. Sorry for the glare on these guys. I'll try to get in here as best as I can. Anthony Rizzo. This is a 2021 Panini Chronicles base card. Nothing fancy about it at all, just a base card. Was a huge baseball card collector. Back in the day, I've got thousands of cards. Thought about putting them on eBay in bulk to try to move through them all, because I don't want to take them to Florida with us when we do get moved to Florida. But this one here sold for $1.59 plus shipping on top. So all 3 of these cards will be using the eBay standard envelope to ship, and 1 ounce cards I think is now 64 cents. So each one of those is 64 cents each. So up next we got going out is a piece of Corningware. Now this is, and then it's got the lid. This is a 1.5 liter bow, and I'll give you a close-up. Here's a close-up of the pattern, and this is Blue Dusk Flower. So Corningware Blue Dusk Flower, 1.5 liter casserole dish with Pyrex lid. And this sold for $14.39 plus shipping on top. So up next we got Wonder Woman 1984 going out. This is DVD only. That's what it looks like. And I bought this to watch, and then once I watched it, I was going to put it on eBay, but I thought I'll go ahead and put it on eBay, then I'll watch it. But it sold before I could watch it. It stayed on there for about 2 days. Listed it this past weekend. Picked this up at a yard sale. I had it featured in a video a couple videos back. It was part of the fall community yard sales that goes on here in my local town, and I picked this up for $1. And like I said, I was wanting to watch it myself, but it sold before I got to watch it, so I'll pick it up again. Maybe. It only sold for $1.99, but it's plus shipping on top, so that's headed out the door. So up next we got a vintage Tupperware replacement lid, 230-20 sheer clear 9-inch lid. This I also had in a video not too long ago. Picked it up in Columbus, and I got a whole bag of stuff like this for free. And Kevin, sorry not sorry, I said it in the video there, but we get our Tupperware for free. Didn't sell for much, but every little bit helps as far as this goes. This actually sold for $5.99 plus shipping on top. So up next, like I said, we got a bunch of smalls going out. We got some vintage button pin back for Kings Island. Any of you that don't know what Kings Island is, it is a amusement park in Ohio that's actually not too far from me. It'll take me probably about an hour and 15 minutes or an hour and 30 minutes to get there from my house here, so it's not too far away. Vintage. I picked a whole box of buttons up. These two were in there. I sold a Madison Regatta button out of there last week. It wasn't part of the video that I filmed, so I gave $4 for the whole box of these at a yard sale, and that one sold for $5 plus shipping on top by itself. These here, these two, sold for $10 plus shipping on top. So now in the profit on these. Every other one that I sell from here on out will be pure profit. So up next, we got a little milk glass ashtray going out. 4-inch Anchor Hawking ashtray. Headed out the door. I accepted an offer. I've had these for a while. I picked a yard sale, not this last fall, but the fall before. I think I gave $30 for everything that I picked up there, and I sold some old wool wooden spool thread, a whole box of them. I sold those for $30. So everything else from that yard sale is going to be profit, and I've sold multiple things from that yard sale. This being another one, and it's headed out the door for $5 plus shipping on top. So last but not least, we got going out is some vintage beer opener, can openers. It's for the old beer cans. They used to not have the pull tabs on them. And these are marked Fall City Beer. I don't know if you can see them or not. See if I can get my fingers out of the way. So yeah, there you go, Fall City Beer. So I've seen a lot of these. I got 6 of them total, and I gave $1 for these and $1 for the other ones. I can't remember what they are. I think they're Schlitz. But anyway, I gave $1 for these, and they actually, I've had them for a while. They're pretty slow movers, but as you can see, they're really tiny. They fit in my boxes. I've had them in there for a while, so I didn't even know they was in there. I pretty much forgot about them. But anyway, I'm rambling on, and I need to hurry up and get out of here so I can make it to my daughter's birthday party. But anyway, 3 Fall City beer bottle can openers, 1960s, sold for $8.69 plus shipping on top. So that's all I got to pull today. We'll get this all packed up, and I'll leave it for the post office tomorrow, and get that taken care of. But like I said earlier in the video, I've got 3 days shipping on my store right now, so I wanted to go ahead and get this knocked out. So I'll have to have another one of these, so it'll be part 3 coming up here in a little bit. Anything that sells between now and Friday will be in Friday's video, packaged up Friday and taken. I'll see if I can make it to the post office Friday night. They're kind of open late to the town north of us, so possibly I could get those packed up and up there that night. If not, I'll take them Saturday morning to my local post office here. But anyway, like I say, I got one more order pull day coming right at you. It's going to be a few days for me, but just a few seconds for you. Okay, so we had a slight change in plans. When I last left you, I was going to pull and pack orders on Friday to take to the post office on Saturday. But guess what? Wednesday, we had no sales. 0. Well, I take that back. Late Wednesday night sometime during the night, it could have been early Thursday morning, we had a sale. But as far as throughout the day for me to pack something for Friday to go out Saturday, that didn't happen. So it is now Sunday the 18th, and after that day, I don't know what eBay did, but after that day everything went crazy. So we have 21 orders for a total of $607.59. So like I said, Wednesday, nothing. And Thursday was okay, it was pretty much normal. Friday and Saturday and today has been overwhelming almost. So we're gonna get these orders pulled, packed, and this is gonna be your week wrap up, last Sunday to this Sunday. So first up, we got a Garbage Pal Kid card going out, and that sold for full price, $1.99 plus shipping on top. I took an offer on this guy. I took an offer on this guy. He's really shiny, Javier Baez. I took an offer for $2 plus shipping on top for him. Next, we've got a Pokemon. This is Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time. This is part of the $70 deal I did right before Christmas, right before we went down to Florida. And I made my money back on the first sale that I made. I sold a Pokemon White for $70, I think. I think it was Pokemon White. This one just sold for $21.99 plus shipping on top. Got another conch shell going out, and I knew about these before. Beautiful conch shell. Look how pink and shiny that is in there. I've heard about them before, haven't really found them until one day I found like 5. So I picked them all up. I gave $1 a piece for them, and I'm selling them for the larger ones here. These larger ones like this I sell for $10, $9.99 plus shipping on top. And I've got a smaller one I'm going to sell for, I think I've got it listed for either $4 or $5. But this particular one, I accepted an offer of $8 just to get it out the door. So $8 plus shipping on top for this one. Sold a couple more Tupperware lids. These are the same lid, 1832-7. Have a turquoise colored one and have a yellow one. So both of these sold. I got these free from a yard sale in Columbus, Indiana. Woman had a whole bag of them. She just wanted to get rid of them. So I'm like, yeah, I'll gladly take them. Don't get much out of them, so, but I don't have anything in them. $5.99 each, plus shipping on top each. So I got more cards headed out the door. These are 25 Minnesota Twins team cards. So these all have parallels, autographs, relic cards, short numbered, short printed cards, just stuff that's other than base cards is in this pack. There's 25 of them in here, and this is stuff that I really need to get moved out the door before we head to Florida. And I took an offer on these. These sold for $10 plus shipping on top, which is a very good deal. There's an average of probably $1 to $2 per card, so there's anywhere from $25 to $50 worth of cards. They got them for $10. I'm shipping them all at once, so I don't have to worry about them. Those are headed out the door, like I say, $10 plus shipping on top. So the buttons are doing way better than I thought they would do. I got a lot of 4 vintage pin back buttons going out. These are all music related. That is a radio station down in Louisville. This is a mouse XM radio and I love music button. And these, like I say, are doing well. I was in the profit on the last bunch of buttons I sold for $10. and these sold for $6.99 plus shipping on top. So I went ahead and pulled our games. First one is Just Dance 3 for the PS3. I took an offer on it for $5 plus shipping on top. Keep in mind that I average about $1 a piece on games. Sometimes it's 50 cents or a quarter. I'll find them at yard sales 50 cents or a quarter dollar. Over here at the local mom and pop shop here in my town, they're usually $2 or $3, so I'm gonna say I average on all these games $1 a piece to make math easy. Over the Hedge sold for $8.99 plus shipping on top. Got 2 Xbox 360 games. NBA 2K13 sold for $4.89 plus shipping on top. And Yaba Ninja Gaiden sold for $15.99. Now this one I picked up in a lot of Xbox games. This is the first one to sell out of that lot. I got 20 games for $30. It's either 30 or 40 bucks. So if it's 30 bucks, half my money's made back right here in this one game. If it's 40 bucks, almost half. Next we got a lighter. This is a Zippo. It is a vintage. I don't know if you can see on there. E11 is the date code. Let's see if I wrote the date on here. I did not. I did not write the date on there, so I don't know what. I think it's 80s, maybe 90s. Anyway, it is vintage. And I bought 6 lighters. No, take that back. I bought 8 lighters for $15. One of them was frozen. This one does work, but there is some damage on the outside, as you can see there. This one was damaged, so I thought, well, if I can get anything at all out of it, that'll help my bottom dollar on these. So I went ahead and listed it, and I put $6 plus shipping on it, and they sent me an offer for $4.50, and I took it. Not only is the baseball card selling this time of year, but so is all the baseball and softball bats. Spring training just started last week, I think it was. Week or two before that, pitchers and catchers had to report, but the rest of the team reported last week, I think, is what it was. So baseball cards, anything baseball related, is going to sell. So I picked this up at the local Goodwill. All their bats are $2.99, and this one sold for $99.99 plus shipping on top. Also, we got a Louisville Slugger mitt, and this is, if you can see right here, it's the Icon series. So anything Louisville Slugger in the Icon series is top notch. It's really good product. So this sold, I had it listed for $79.99, and they shot me an offer of $60 plus shipping on top, and I picked it up at a yard sale this past summer for $2. So if you've been watching the channel for a while, a few videos ago I put out where my daughter was playing softball, and her last tournament of her career was in South Carolina. So while we was there in South Carolina, we hit a couple yard sales. At one of the yard sales, I bought a tackle box for $5, and I've got the tackle box listed, and this was in it and was worth selling by itself. It's a vintage Zebco D-Lyre model 228 scale, made in the USA. That is what it looks like. It's a scale that you can weigh your fish on, and also it has a tape measure on it. So it's a D-Lyre keeps you from lying. You can tell the truth when you go to the bait shop after a long day's fishing. So it's like you can take this and say, this is exactly what it was, because this is what this said. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I bought the whole tackle box for $5. This itself sold for $9.99 plus shipping on top. Also, while I was in South Carolina, I went to the Goodwill just down the road from Julian, so I found some good stuff there. And one of it was some Stampin' Up stuff. I bought three tubfuls of Stampin' Up. One was marked $2.99, one was marked $4.99, and one was marked $8.99. And it was a small one, a medium, and a large one. So I bought all of them. This was in it, and this one here by itself, this one sold for $17.99 plus shipping on top. Brand new, never used, so hasn't even been built. So if you guys haven't checked out the Bearded Thrift Machines channel, please go do so. Very good channel. I love watching their stuff. Very knowledgeable. I contacted them while I was down there in South Carolina, and we just couldn't get together and make it out picking, because the way the games fell that day, they were going to go out. So I'm sure they did their thing, but I bought a few things down there. It's all listed. But anyway, check out Julian's channel, The Bearded Thrift Machine. Here's what it looks like if you haven't checked out his content. Very good stuff. The last 4 items I got going out is in the house. I've got a little bit of inventory in the basement, and I'll pull them out and pack them up and ship them from in the house. First we got going out is Corningware blue corn flour 1 quart casserole dish with a lid, and that's sold for $12.99 plus shipping on top. Next thing is sold that's in the house is Texas Ware Melmac Melamine Confetti Mixing Bowl, and it's sold for $24.99 plus shipping on top. Then we have a 6-piece set corn flour Corningware. It's 3 casserole bowls and 3 lids that go with them, and those all sold for $39.99 plus shipping on top. And last but not least, a vintage Pyrex turquoise blue snowflake 1.5 quart casserole dish. This lid on this one had a chip in it, and I disclosed that in the pictures. And I took a best offer of $20 plus shipping on top. So yeah, if you like this sort of content, please consider hitting the thumbs up for us. That way we know that what videos we're putting out is what you guys like to see. Comment down below if you have any questions at all, and we'll answer them for you on a future video. And smash that bell anytime we put out new videos. That way you'll get notification of when they come out. Also, I wanted to ask you all, how is your guys' store going? Like I said, Wednesday it was crickets. It was dead. Nothing going on at all. And then all of a sudden it blew up. And then I don't know how it's going to be tomorrow. It may be back to crickets again. So I don't know what eBay is thinking. I don't know what's going on with them. But it's like a roller coaster. You get really high, and then all of a sudden it's a drop down to nothing. So stop messing with stuff that don't need to be fixed. It's working. Anytime they make any changes or upgrades, it seems like everything just crashes, and then it's a climb to get back up to where we were on this end of it. So let me know if you guys is shopping out there. Are you finding the stuff that you need on eBay, or is it a struggle to try to find what you're actually looking for? And to the sellers that's out there watching this channel, is your store doing the same thing? Is it like a roller coaster, up and down, up and down? With that being said, leave those comments down below and we'll be reading all of those. I hope you have a good day today and a better day tomorrow. God's blessings to you all, and good night.